Hi guys, hats off now. Don't want to end up with a really white head, boy. Anyway, I'll just show you one of the jobs I'm on now. If you look back in my videos, I think I did a video when I was here a while ago. It's flats, so I class it as commercial work, but it's very similar just to doing a residential job. But 2 weeks ago, I repaired some of the lawn here. The reason it wasn't growing very well is because a car parks over the top of it. Hopefully that's sorted. Hopefully they're not going to park so close now. But yeah, it was killing the grass off. And also, generally, there's a lot of shade in this one area and it struggles. And also, many years ago, this area used to be a brickyard. And I think there's a lot of bricks under this area lawn. I know that because when I'm doing the borders, sometimes I'm digging the bricks out. So I think the problem is that the drainage is too good. But anyway, exactly a month ago, well, exactly 4 weeks ago, me and Michael, we hollow cored this and scarified and put a bit of fertilizer on, and now it's starting to look good. A bit later on, there are some quite big weeds in here, which they're hard to see from a distance, but there's some big weeds in here, and I'm going to spray a selective weed treatment when they become a little bit leafier, probably on the next visit. And hopefully that's going to deal with a big percentage of them. I just want to share with some of you guys, I'm just trying to keep in mind, I want these videos to be useful to people, especially to people who are starting out, because we need more people in the industry to do this kind of work. And there is a business for people with the right attitude and the right motivation and the right skill set, really. So guys, March to, I would say, the end of April is the time to get on top of your borders. Okay, since I've been coming here beginning of March, me and Michael, we've always do some work on the borders. You know, there's always the main things to be done. The mowing, I'm not going to come here and not do the mowing unless it's really bad weather, and if the weather's really bad, I'd probably move it anyway. So already these borders are easy. I've spent less than an hour this morning going over this section here. I've done that island in the middle. It's very subjective as well, guys. There's some things some customers will tell you to pull out, which I think actually look nice. And I leave them in. I gave this shrub a really hard prune. It wasn't doing very well. I did that in the autumn, and I'm just going to see if it's going to survive. As you can see down there, there's a little bit of life there, so I'm not giving up on it yet. I might even prune it down right down to the stump, and it's surprising how some things do grow back. But this one had a really hard prune, but I can't tell you what it's called, guys. I do struggle a little bit with names. It's a bit like if I play golf, somebody tells me their name at the beginning of the game, and by the time I'm on the third hole, I forgot what their name is. So I'm a bit like that with plants. I know bread and butter stuff, guys. I know what most weeds look like and that. But yeah, there's some wildflowers in here, which I like to leave, and a little bit later on I will pull them all out. But it's better than seeing bare areas of soil. The one year I put some wildflower seed in here, and they've been self-seeding a little bit. So yeah, I know there's going to be a few marigolds, and there'll be a splash of colour in this area. The main thing for me is just to make sure nothing's growing over the grass that's going to affect the grass. So this morning I've gone along. I've pulled all the big weeds. I've got under them with this fork. I like this fork actually. What's it bloody called again? Yeah, the Wolf Garten. I love this because it's a long handle and it stops me having to bend too much. I just love it. I've got some other forks like this, but this one's better. But yeah, when you've done your first main weed of the year, it's very easy if you get the frequency right. It doesn't have to be a big job. So I'll do that, get the big weeds out, put them in the wheelbarrow, or I might just put a plastic tub in there sometimes. Or if I haven't got the wheelbarrow, I'll just have a plastic tub and I'll just kick it along the floor as I'm going along. I've yet to get onto this area yet. I'm going to do that soon, but as you can see, there's some new weeds coming through here. I think this one's chickweed. I'm going to get that up. And all I'm doing, guys, I'm just keeping control. That hydrangea there, I might just deadhead it. Because I think coming to the end of the frosts now. There's more chickweed in there. I need to get in here a bit. But yeah, the idea is just don't let it get totally out of control. Keep doing a bit on every visit if you can. But the reason to sort of get ahead right at the start of the year is you don't want these weeding jobs to be going into May, because in May you're going to have to start trimming new growth from hedges. I say sometimes to Mike, summer for show, winter for dough. So at the moment for the summer, it's all about new growth to me. I don't want to get into any big pruning jobs or anything like that. One of the reasons is because of nesting birds. But, you know, I have to sort of make sure these visits are similar amounts of time. So as we get on top of the weeding and that slows down, we then move on to doing the trimming. So we're doing the lawns every time we come, you know, from sort of March up to October possibly. Sometimes the winters are more mild now. But, you know, I like this job because there's pretty much work for me about 9 months of the year. And I've been coming here a long time. And I like to see the improvements. I get quite a lot of enjoyment from it. So, yeah. This conifer, we will do this during the summer when we do this section along here. So this conifer here, we generally do twice a year. Okay. So yeah, I just thought I'd just share a bit of logic there. Sometimes with these hard surfaces, we did a sort of decent clean at the start of the year, and they do get a bit easier. But what we will do before we leave today, a bit like on my commercial, well, it is a commercial job really, but I'll spray the weeds. Generally spray weeds at the end of the visit, so you know you're not walking on them and potentially walking on the grass and spreading any weed killer. So just in general, spray your weeds at the end of the visit. My last visit, I sprayed some glyphosate around the strain cover just to minimise the strimming. That can save you a bit of work. Yeah, but it was nice seeing this this grass seed germinate, you know, in the last 2 weeks, even though it's been pretty cool. I think this Jack's Magic is really good stuff, actually. So I've come here this morning and I've looked into this area. I thought I don't need to apply any time to this area. There's not enough debris in there to sort of make it a good enough reason to do the car park. We did it on the last visit. Well, Michael did it on the last visit, but it's good enough now. So it's just finding the balance, guys, between what the customers want to pay for your services and keeping it to a good level. You know, you could spend twice as much time here, but the fact is the customer has not got the money. The money isn't there to just let us do exactly what we want. At some point we'll come into here, we'll pull these, you know, there's a big leaf, big weed in there and he's pulling out, and there's some grass. I mean, the grasses are taking over a bit here. To be fair, I've took my eye off this a little bit. So this is going to be a little bit of a job in itself, maybe for the next visit. Get in there, get them grasses up. And after Michael's done the mowing on the last 2 visits, he's been doing some work in this section, which is quite nice. So Michael likes a bit of weed. We both like a bit of weed in there. That it's nice to be in the quiet sometimes and not have all the machines going. You know, we like a mix of things, me and Mike. When these daffodils have died down a bit more, we will cut them maybe about 3 inches above the ground just to tidy them up. You all right, Mike?
Yeah.
Getting on top of it, aren't you, on each visit now? You're sort of working your way around. So
yeah, so I've put some stuff down there.
Yeah. So Michael's prioritising his time the same way I do. You know, you got to get your fundamental stuff done: the mowing, the weeds need spraying, the hard surfaces need to be kept looking tidy, especially the entrances to buildings, and then if you've got any time left, you then use it in other areas. So, I mean, this place has never looked perfect as it might. We're just sort of controlling it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Nice to see a bit of colour. So, leave Mike to it. Here's another job we'll do sometimes. We'll take all the bins out of this section, trim everything back on the inside, sweep it out and put all the bins back. I think this bin system's rubbish, to be fair. I don't know why they haven't got proper bins, proper wheelie bins or anything here. So guys, hope you find, you know, some of the things I say useful. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Give us a like if you can, it's good for the algorithm, and you're more likely to see the videos again next time. I'm going to get back on the weeding now, so I'll see you later. Bye.